Everybody, it's your boy SpookyGamer1993 coming at you. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day wherever you live on the East Coast. Stay warm this weekend. The East Coast is going to get clobbered with cold weather, and stay safe wherever you're at. So that's my first message. My second message is to my critics and my lovely trolls from either Snapchat, Facebook, if you're coming over from TikTok, even if you're that little sneaky asshole that is from Canada, I want to remind all my critics out there and my trolls, my channel is not based on, whatever you think it is. I built my YouTube channel as a platform for entertainment, and you can see that right. If you click, and I'm just going to say this to all my critics and the trolls that are, again, either TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook. I am going to remind you all again, and the trolls from Facebook, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to name names, but you know who I'm talking about. And the troll from Canada, you all know that there is a description in the channel. And it says in the channel, ladies and gentlemen, that my YouTube channel is based on entertainment purposes only. There's nothing else there other than what I have as hashtags to get the channel to grow. But to let you all know what I post on my streams or on my shorts, other than the Pokemon TCGPs, that is pretty much what you see. It's entertainment. It's not meant to be serious. I am not a serious YouTube star. And again, I'm going to remind everybody again, even if and the key word here is if I'm able to become monetized, if I'm able to this time, if I get approved. That is the key word I want to remind everybody. I have to be approved. So the stuff that was on my channel before that I didn't own, I have to make private, because I can't, in order for me to do that, I can't have that stuff out there because it's reusable content. To go along with the rest of this, again, I just want to reiterate this. My channel is for entertainment purposes only. I started this back in 2016, and I started streaming in 2019 throughout now. So, again, I just want to remind everybody, it's pretty much just for entertainment. I'm not meant to be serious. That's why you don't hear me commentate, because I don't want to... with my mouth, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube in the first place. So that's kind of why that's why I leave commentation out of all my streams. I don't like to do that, and plus I'm not a great multitasker. So again, I just want to reiterate one more time, because it just seems like I had to make a video about this, and it seems like this is maybe like the third or fourth time I've had to make a video about this, that I made this channel for entertainment purposes only, and for fun and laughter. I can understand if you want to, come into my short and laugh at fucking and something, or make a joke or whatever. But if you're gonna come in and troll and claim that, oh well, he's playing on beginner mode on MLB The Show, okay, well, I can admit that I play on beginner mode on MLB The Show. MLB The Show is not the only game I play. I am part-time on all the games I play. You can see that on every stream that I have played. And just because I'm on beginner mode for Road to the Show, look at the scores in my Road to the Show. All right, look at the scores. The scores have been very close since I've started that series. So just because I'm on beginner mode for me being a hitter, that don't mean nothing. Okay, and also you got to remember there's perks on Road to the Show. So with that being said, those perks boost your overall rating. So being a 92 overall second baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays, it kind of gives you the perks to be that type of a player. Plus, I made myself as a power hitter. So I have that power, like Aaron Judge, who happens to be one of my favorite players. That kind of boosts things up for me. So to be at 400 home runs is, just for fun. I'm not being serious when I do this stuff. So again, to all my trolls and far from reality, I'll answer this question for you. Far from reality, I probably have about 3 trolls from Facebook. I probably have about a countless amount from Snapchat. I don't know how many from TikTok. I'm really honestly not really quite sure if anybody's coming over from my TikTok. And probably I have maybe 1 from Instagram. So that's kind of the reason why I don't have my social media accounts up on on my links. So that just answers your question, far from reality, including our friend from Canada, which we all know who that is. So again, I want to reiterate this one more time to all the trolls and my critics out there. And we all have critics and we all have trolls. I'm not getting sick and tired of you guys' shit because you guys are not going to scare me away from streaming. I started streaming from the time I was 2018, from 2019 till now, and I'm not going to run away from streaming now since you all want to come in and start bullshit that is just, in your little mind is, oh, well, he's playing on beginner mode. Oh, well, he should be playing on the highest level. Okay, here's the problem to that. I don't like playing on the highest level because I have other fucking shit to do in my life. Just because I'm going to try to be a streamer doesn't mean that I'm going to sit behind, and play that game nine times out of the 10. So, yeah, and granted, I can admit it that I'm a big baseball fan. I grew up being a baseball fan. I played baseball when I was little. I can tell you right now, I grew up idolizing Derek Jeter. I wanted to be just like Derek Jeter, but my future never panned out as... I never had a future plan like that. So where do I go? I go to Road to the Show, and I create myself on Road to the Show. It's all for fun. It's just like on Madden. I created myself as a quarterback on Madden. Real life, I'm terrible at throwing. And a football, I'm terrible at throwing deep. I'm terrible at half that shit in football. I can run routes, decent routes like a wide receiver because that's the position I played. But that's kind of the reason why I play offense only on Madden, because I never learned a defensive playbook in my life. So that's just kind of making the statement a little bit better for everybody here. And another thing I want to let everybody know. Please just keep your comments. If you say anything nasty, please keep your comments to yourself. I'm going to remind everybody, and this is a prime example, the Bud Files is a moderator. I have a handful of others. Stoned Every Day and his backup channel are moderators. If 315 ever comes back, he's going to be a moderator. I have a ton of moderators that can easily time you guys out. That's just the end of the story. And I had the right to hide you guys if you can't read in the description of my channel that it says that my channel is for entertainment purposes only, and stop in for fun and laughs. That's pretty much all it is. You know what I mean? It's not meant to be serious. If it was, I would be commentating. I would be this big YouTube sensation. I would already be monetized. I wouldn't be living in an apartment like I'm living in now. Do you not get that? That's just the question for everybody here. I hope that you understand this. To my critics and my trolls, I really hope you do, because this is my last time doing this. And I'm going to let my trolls know from Facebook, I never did anything to you. This time, this time and all the other times, it's on you. It's been on you guys this whole entire time, because you can't learn to keep your opinions to yourself about other people's football teams. You can't learn to keep your opinions to yourself about other things. So you have to come in and barge into other people's personal lives and get into their matters because you think it's a joke. And just because you think that, oh, well, I'm this Generation Z person and I'm not going to learn down the road. I hate to say this, but to all the trolls that troll me on here, y'all are going to learn something later down the road. You're going to regret doing your stupid decisions that you're doing. That's all there is to it. And I'm also going to say this. This is going to everybody. I have a disability. I have friends who have disabilities. I had mental health issues. They're getting better. So please keep your opinions to yourself on the people that have disabilities, and respect, and please respect that, because I don't tolerate that shit on my channel, and nor will I ever will. So please refrain of using the R word, the MR word on this channel. Please refrain from saying any of that on here, because you will be banished to the kingdom of unknown. So I want everybody to know, including my trolls, if you're going to come into live streams on mine, be respectful, and be respectful to my audience, be respectful to my moderators, be respectful to my subscribers, because you never know if they have a disability or mental health issues. And they certainly don't need it from someone that they don't know. So, point blank period, keep that in your minds while you're at my channel. To everybody else that has been part of the channel and understands my channel, I appreciate you all understanding this. It seems like it's been a rough road with this situation at Task and at Bay, and I hope eventually it pans itself out, but we'll see how it goes. But again, I'm just going to let everybody know I'm not going to stop streaming because of the trolls. And I agree with you 100%. Far from reality. Trolls have nothing better to do other than hiding behind a phone or a computer or tablet, whatever the case may be. They don't, they don't have nothing better to do but behind a computer, and run their mouths on social media, or come on here and be assholes to us when we're the ones that are working. And I have a friend of mine that said it best, far from reality, that I'm friends with on PlayStation, and he's a good guy, and he has a disability too, and I have mad respect for this man. And I'm not going to mention any names to him, but he literally said that they're all jealous of what we do on YouTube. And that's a key thing right there. They're jealous because, we're either monetized making money, or they're jealous because they don't have the time to do it, or they don't know how to do it, which is a great way of saying it. So with that being said, everybody, I am out of here. I have to go take a shower. I got to go to bed somewhat early. I got something to do tomorrow, personal matters with the family. But I will catch you all in the next live stream, which will probably be tomorrow evening sometime. Not quite sure what. We're probably going to finish out Sniper Elite B2 Remastered, get that done, and then we're probably going to focus on something else. I hope everybody has a wonderful night, and I will catch you all next time. SG93 out. Peace!